Welcome to another episode of JZTV. Today, we're standing in the backyard once removed from the city center offices of the YWCA. And I'm here with Barb. Barb, welcome.
Thank you very much. Glad to have you here.
It's great to have you with us today. So let's start first with a question about the YWCA. Talk a little bit about the YW. Give us a little bit of an overview.
Okay. The YWCA is a nonprofit organization that provides programming for women and girls in Greater Mankato. Specifically, our mission is to eliminate racism, empower women, and promote peace, justice, freedom, and dignity for all. So it's a very lofty mission, and the way that we deliver that in Greater Mankato is through three primary program areas.
Okay.
We provide programming for girls, for women, and for new American families.
Oh, very good.
And for example, our girls programming, a lot of people will be familiar with Girls on the Run.
Right.
And that's our program for
That's become
girls.
sort of a marquee.
Absolutely, for girls 3rd to 5th grade. In the last year or two, we've been very fortunate to expand our girls programming to include Girls Inc. for 6th to 8th grade and Surge for 9th to 12th grade.
Oh, wonderful.
So the common thread this warrant really throughout the entire girls programming arena is helping girls to know that they're strong, smart, and bold. Our second mission area is New American Families, and we help immigrant and refugee parents work with their children from birth to age 5 to prepare them for school and help them to be ready to be successful when they get to kindergarten. Also with New American Families, we work with women, mothers primarily, who are immigrants and refugees new to the country, to help them connect with resources for their basic needs and also help them to become self-sufficient here, and that's our Walking into Worlds program.
Okay.
Now, in terms of our women's programming, we focus on leadership development, and that is the Elizabeth Carney Women's Leadership Program, which many people probably have heard of.
And that's been around a number of years now.
We're going into our 8th year with that program.
Very good.
We also have an alumni association from that program, and also the Women's Leadership Conference, which is coming up again this fall.
Barb, this isn't something that you've always done, this public, non-profit, charity type work. You spent 25 years in the private sector, but you're very passionate about this work. You have a lot of energy towards what you're doing. So where does that come from?
Well, that's a really good question. I think if you had asked me a few years ago,
Yeah.
I would have said it comes from having both a daughter and a son. And as any parent, I wanted my daughter to have every opportunity that her brother had had.
Okay.
And sometimes there's disparities. And so the young women, young girls empowerment message, particularly through those difficult growing up years, really spoke to me. And it still does. But I have to tell you, Jonathan, working in a nonprofit organization now, particularly one like the YWCA that provides
Right.
direct service,
Yeah.
you get to see your work in action. You get to really see the difference that you're making in people's lives, and that takes root real deep inside, and it makes you want to do more. And so you do more, and you learn more, and you learn more about the need and about the impact and the transformations that are happening, and it makes you want to do even more.
It's
And
inspiring, isn't it?
It's completely
Yeah.
inspiring. If you do
Right.
more, you learn more, you do more. It's just this perpetual cycle of passion
Right.
that once it's in your gut, you just can't shake it.
Yeah.
It is truly an amazing opportunity.
Yeah, the fulfillment gets within you and sort of drives at
Yes.
that point. Yeah.
Yeah.
Now, there are probably a lot of interesting facts about the YWCA.
Oh, yeah.
Are there a couple of those that you could share?
There are 237 YWCAs across the country.
Okay.
We only, though, have 4 in the state of Minnesota.
Oh, kidding.
And we all have the same mission, to eliminate racism and empower women.
All right.
And the cool thing we can do, though, is fit our programming into our community. So what we like to tell people is, if you've seen one YWCA, you've seen one YWCA.
Ah, sure.
So we think that's pretty neat and very individual to communities.
Right. So, Barb, one of the things that viewers love is to get to learn a little bit about our guests that maybe they wouldn't otherwise know. What do you have you can share with us?
Well, in 1979, I won the FFA, Future Farmers of America, Creed speaking competition for the state of Minnesota.
No kidding. Well,
So,
congratulations.
I was proud to be a farmer's daughter. I won that contest, and I was extremely proud of that. And yet another fact I think people do know about me is how much I love my job. And that's a lot of factors. I love my job because of the work we do, the mission of the YWCA, and I really like the people I work with.
And they're all right here, right?
This is the staff of the YWCA, and this is how our mission comes to life in the community. Between these folks and our volunteers and our board of directors, we are able to do the work that we do.
Oh, there's a lot of life standing right here. I mean, look at the colors and the energy.
So we want to thank you for coming
Oh,
and
you're
giving us
welcome.
the opportunity to talk
You're
about
welcome.
the YWCA.
Yeah, thank you. Thanks for being part of our community. With that, that's another episode of JZTV. Thank you for joining us. Have a fabulous week.
Thank you, JZTV.